Hello, hello, hello. You have tuned in to the Deadass Podcast. My name is Randall Thompson. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking like this. I really have no fucking clue why I'm talking like this. I figured I'd fucking start a podcast and I'd use a title with something that I really cared about. And what I care about is not dad ass. I mean, I like that ass, but I'm serious. I'm like dead ass. So yeah, that's my fucking website. Hopefully you're viewing this there. If not, uh, you can go there and see videos of me and hear about the different shows that I do. I actually need to update that because apparently a lot of people have decided not to pay their rent or be fucking weird about shit. If anybody knows about comedy at all, I'm assuming that you know something about it if you're listening to my dumbass. Uh, shit comes and goes, man. And most of the time, because comedy is such a professional field, most of the time you don't need to worry about when something's going to end because you will just show up one day and it won't be there. That's, that seems to be the running thing. I actually had somebody call me yesterday. I'm supposed to be doing a show. I don't even know if I want to plug the damn show because of shit like this, but I'll plug it anyway. I'm doing a show at a place called World of Beer. They have all kinds of beers. It's in like a nationwide chain kind of thing, and they wanted to do some comedy, so they hollered at your boy, dead ass, really nigga. So the way it went down was somebody like asked me to do it. Somebody who works there, just not even a manager, somebody asked me to do the show because they knew I did comedy. And I said, yeah, sure. And I kind of know how things go with getting paid, and I tend to act like I'm above things. Some people don't like me because of that, but that's another whole line of like thinking here. Um, I think I'm better than people, so I figured, hey, I'll do one show, and if I like it, then I'll ask them for fucking money there. And if I don't like it, then rather than tell them go fuck themselves or anything like that, I could just fucking, uh, move on with my life. And so, I got my friend. My friend made a dope ass flyer. Shout out to Ian. Uh, fucking, and I put out the flyer and shit. And then this guy randomly texts me. The guy who works at World of Beer, he texts me, and he's just like, "Oh, I don't know if they're gonna pay you or blah blah, and what's gonna happen then?" I was like, "Well, the same shit that always happens. I go about my fucking life, man. Like, you have to be resilient." And it's weird to talk to people that aren't comedians about comedy shit. I guess in a roundabout way, I'm just saying stay in your lane. I don't want to be rude about it, but dead ass, like just stay in your lane. And like when I like if I was gonna call like a plumber or some shit, or you know what I mean, somebody to come to my house to fix something, I wouldn't stand there the whole time being like, well, what if you don't fix it? Or this, you get what I'm saying. I don't need to go into no fucking deep analogies about this shit. Just yeah, whatever, what the fuck ever. I'm a little fucking like irritated. I'm trying to like blow off steam, so I like took a walk. I was like I could catch a bus or I could wait and catch a ride, but I was like fuck it, I'll just take a walk and listen to some Two Chains and have that be part of my workout and shit. And cuz I'm trying to lose weight cuz I drink so goddamn much, Jesus. And I'm just on the goddamn edge. Like I'm hyped up, man. I'm hyped up on Coca-Cola and Simply Limeade. Maybe I'll get them to sponsor the show. Simply Limeade presents someone who's going to use a lot of racial slurs and possibly berate women. No, for anybody who's listening, I have nothing but the utmost respect for everybody. So yeah, you can take that at face value if you want, you dumb motherfucker. I don't say anything about anybody that I wouldn't say about myself, if that makes any sense at all. I try to keep it fair. So there's a couple things I wanted to talk to the world about today. One of those things is this shit that's been going on in my neighborhood. And I don't want to get into too serious of an issue here at first, so I'm gonna save my opinion on the large shit until a little bit later. But this was random. I don't have any sound effects yet. This was random, random, random. Pew, choo, 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 choo. So I like to walk around, and partially because I don't have a fucking car. And uh, I was walking down the street, and I saw a sign for a lost dog. Now I'm not a dog person, but that to me signals there's a fucking dog on the loose. Like when I see a sign like that, so I'm aware. So I'm looking for the dog. I might accidentally stumble on reward money just because I don't want this dog to attack me. So I'm trying to find the fucking dog. And so I walk out of my apartment and I see this sign, and I didn't think much of it. It's like, oh, lost dog. I didn't really look too hard at it. It was just like, okay, there's a dog out. And then I keep walking down the street. I get to a bus stop on my journey, and there is another sign, and it says, it's another lost dog sign, but it says lost service animal. Reward for a lost service animal. And I'm thinking to myself, like, who is the fucking asshole that, like, lost their service animal? You know what I mean? Like, if it's something that you needed to live, like, how do you lose that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just fucking it blew my mind. Like, you are irresponsible and you deserve that disability. You deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, how do you expect to have legs when you can't, you know what I mean, even take care of a dog? You know what I mean? Like, get your leg game up. I don't know if this person was crippled. I don't know why I'm saying this. But fuck, shout out to all the cripples, man. Where my disabled niggas at? Fucking, I keep reading the sign because I'm curious at this point, and it says lost service animal, goes by Dolly. Uh, it's a Chihuahua Terrier mix. I was like, I'm glad you lost your fucking Chihuahua. What kind of service is Chihuahua doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? Like, this thing is a comfort animal. This is not no goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like, your mental issue can't be that bad if they sent a Chihuahua in there to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were suicidal, I feel like a Chihuahua would put you over the edge. Like, why the fuck would you want? I understand you care about your pets, but don't try to con me into putting extra effort into finding your animal when it sucks. It's a shitty animal. Like I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like, fuck your dog. Uh, I hope you found it. I hope Dolly's okay. Don't get me wrong. But and fuck you for putting animals in service like this. You know what I mean? The Constitution applies to Chihuahuas too. How you know that dog just don't want to be a regular ass dog? You got a service dog, and that dog just fucking, you know what I mean, escaped on the underground dog way. That's very creative. The underground dog way. Good job, Randall. Making millions with that one. The underground kennel. I don't know what to even fucking call it. There's. Yeah, it's ridiculous to me. What if I don't know? I don't know. Like, I my neighborhood is weird in general. Like, I got meth heads in my neighborhood, and so that tells you a lot about the color of people around me. No, I'm playing. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. That's not really an issue, like diversity and shit. But fuck diversity. Uh, that's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I know that we need it because you know what I mean. There's just so many random ass crackers out here that will just try to keep other people out So we need diversity, but I would like to live in a world where diversity is not a fucking thing. So I'm talking to this meth head, and well, I'm not even talking to him. I'm crossing the street. I get across the street, and I notice this guy's like following me, and I stop at the bus stop, and this guy, he runs across the road, and he runs up to me, and he just says, "Hey, man, I just wanted to tell you, have a nice day." And then he just ran straight back into traffic, like, like without missing a beat, like he had it perfectly timed or something. This nigga was a Frogger savant. I don't know how the fuck this nigga did this, but he escaped. Or he escaped. I don't know if it was an escape. I mean, he got the fuck out my face. That's what it was. Uh, he was dismissed. And what about his shit? And it's like, I mean, I know meth is bad, but if it's just gonna lead to people giving you compliments, I don't think that that's such a bad thing, really. You know what I mean? Like, don't do it. Like, I'm not recommending anybody do meth. But if you are going to, meth responsibly, you know what I mean? And practice the golden rule of do unto your neighbor. Uh, but nah, just don't be mething on me, man. It's all manner of crackers in my neighborhood, though. Fucking, I was walking down the street on Halloween. Spooky, scary, and I'm just gonna keep talking about how I'm walking places. Yeah, one day I'm gonna tell you guys a great driving story. So I was walking to a bar, because that's what you should do on Halloween if you're gonna go to a bar. If you can, you should walk. Why the fuck you want to be driving, and why you want to be on the road with all these weirdos? Because people are fucked up. This is Vegas. For the people who don't live where I live in Vegas. So if some of this shit sounds off the wall, it's quite normal to me. So yeah, do what you will. But I'm walking down the street with my girl, and that's right, niggas. You don't need a car to get girls. All you need is this dick. That's right. She said, "Randall, I don't care if you don't have a car. You got the dick." And no, she didn't say it like that. She didn't say that at all. Dick. I just love the way that sounds. So anyway, so this guy is walking towards us, and he's on his phone, and he's like fiddling with a little bag from a corner store or something like that. And then he gets close enough within an earshot, I can kind of make out that he's trying to get direction somewhere, probably to a party or something. It's Halloween, it's normal, and who knows what's going on in the other end of that line. Dude, we're bobbing for dicks right now, whatever kind of weird shit people do on Halloween, and that's another one. We're 2 for 2 tonight. The underground dog road and bobbing for dicks. We got classics coming out tonight on this historic inaugural episode. But yeah, this nigga, he takes his phone down from his ear. It says to me, "Hey, can you hold this?" I said, "No, the fuck, I can't hold that." Like, I, I just walked away. Like, bro, I don't know what's in your bag. I don't know you. Like, are you trying to rob me or what? What the fuck? Who just asked somebody to randomly hold their stuff? Like, if I see an old person like struggling with some shit, I might hold it if they ask. You know what I mean? I'm not. You a able-bodied man. I'm not. You can't hold a bag and talk on the cell phone at the same time. Fuck that guy. I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. Fuck you, you non-bag handling motherfucker. Get your bag handle up, son. Dead ass. The fuck's wrong with you? Get your bag handle up. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, why the fuck would you? I don't know. I don't know. Looking back, I was thinking, man, I should have robbed this nigga, right? But you can't. If your girl's not with the shit, you can't be robbing niggas like that, like on the fly. Like, to those of you who rob people, you fraternize with other robbers, and other ne'er-do-wells and degenerates. Don't do that shit around me, because I talk a lot of shit, but I'm really only about defending myself, and I'm probably not even that good at that. Uh, you know, I'm just saying, if you niggas try to run up on me, it's not gonna be much of a fight. Just ask first. There's no reason to damage my face. This is my money maker right here. Don't damn. Oh no, not the face. Not please, for the love of God, don't hit me in the face. Take my balls. Uh, trying to think of a real situation where somebody would be like, "That's what I thought." Look, nigga, give me your balls right now. I'm gonna blow your brains all over the sidewalk. Give me your balls, nigga. I'm gonna take them. You think it's a game? Nah. Oh my God. Oh shit. I had to get that silliness out. See, I feel better. I feel better already. And that's good because some of the shit I have to talk about, this is gonna be you know what I mean? That was the ass part of the show. This is we're moving into the dead part of it. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But where do I want to start with this? There's so much to fucking say about it, and I haven't heard too many people vocalize it because not because it's a sensitive subject, but because they all have agendas. And me, I don't really have an agenda outside of being honest about what the fuck I'm saying and being fucking funny. That's pretty much it. That is my only agenda. So brace yourselves, everybody. Trigger warning. We're going to be running out of trigger warnings in January because Donald Trump is going to be the president. Oh no. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not fucking excited about that. I'm not happy about it. And I'm sure by now plenty of people have kind of, well, maybe if you haven't, but one, I just have to, it just goes without saying that. Stop bothering black people with this shit. Don't try to blame black people for the shit. Uh, we've been dealing with this shit for a long time. And one thing that like really bothered me about the whole thing, because I mean, okay, whatever. The nigga is the Antichrist. We can agree on that. And you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be divisive amongst other people, but they got people rioting and all of this other shit and whatever. But you got these people that are going to college, right? If you're not paying thousands of dollars, you're going thousands, if not hundreds of thousands in debt, or it's your parents, or somebody's paying for this shit. And, these things happen, on this scale every like 4 years. And it's not allowed. It's not allowed for you to be as depressed as you are. Uh, I'm 28. I get lumped in with you millennials and all this other bullshit, and uh, I need like you people that are like, what are you? You probably, if you are like 18 to, I want to say 25, but that's a little bit fucked up. But you know what I mean. You people that are your regular age college kids, you're 18 to 23s. You know what I'm saying? And then all you other people that are a little bit older than okay, cool, whatever. Um, you know, like I'm just a little bit ahead of you, and I'm part of a group of people that's like a little bit ahead of you, and we get lumped in with you because of whatever. But you guys like are shitty. You can't be uh, I guess essentially crying like this hard because what it comes down to right now is you don't want to deal with your fucking midterms. Just take your goddamn midterms. Like, look, you were gonna fail anyway. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to blame it on the election, you non-studying motherfucker. Like, get your fucking education and figure out a way to stop having shit like this ever happen, or that might never happen. And that's the other thing, shit like this might never stop happening, and you need to realize that. And get a grip quickly, like yesterday. Get a grip on yourselves, you dumb motherfuckers. Like Donald Trump fucking winning, you know what I mean, for college kids, that is like the ultimate, like, my grandma died. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's just gonna get straight A's or some shit like that, or they're all supposed to take sympathy on you, and it's like fuck you. You know what I mean? Like shut up. Like talking about how fucking awful this is going to be, and you have you don't have an idea of how the world works, and I'm not trying to insult you because I was like you. Now, I wasn't crying and shit. I wasn't doing that bullshit, but I was aware of shit, and I was aware that I didn't know shit. And right now, you're really making it clear that you're not trying to learn shit. You're about doing shit, and that's great. But what you're doing is stupid. You know what I mean? Like, if your activity is crying and procrastinating and being depressed, like, you need to get a goddamn grip. Like, this is not no, oh, racism is coming back. Like, the shit never went anywhere. Like, I get treated like a nigga regularly. That has not changed since fucking Obama has been in office, or any shit like that. There's not been, you know what I mean, like racism at an all-time low or any like bullshit like that. Like, it is the same goddamn shit. Now, what this nigga's gonna do is a whole different story. So you need to be concerned with that, and stop acting fucking scared, because like, you know what I mean? Nobody got anywhere by being fucking scared. You know. So if you're gonna be scared, just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And let the people who aren't scared handle it. You fucking dumbass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Every time I see this shit, I'm like, did you people even vote? You know what I mean? You're gonna sit here and panic about every little thing. Like, you're gonna be prone to just panic about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be worried about what you're doing in your community, with your family and your people, uh, and the people around you, and the shit that you actually fucking care about, instead of all this goddamn reaction to shit. Now, I know I'm reacting right now, but I'm reacting to your reaction, so it's meta and it doesn't count. Dead ass. Uh, but it's like, yo, just fucking chill the fuck out. I had a joke that I wrote. I put it on Facebook, and what I put on Facebook was, uh, in an effort to promote civility in this country, uh, and just amongst these people that, literally click a button trying to signal that we're friends. Uh, it's legally binding. Fucking, I put on there, America is not the president. America is the people. Let's act like people and treat animals accordingly. And I was talking to a friend of mine at a party, and yes, parties still exist in Trump's America. And then not just political either. We had a birthday party, and he was like, man, that was one of the better posts that I've seen. Like, I was like, man, you're on to something with this. I was like, oh, I didn't tell you the joke, though. Like, the joke is, like, act like people and treat animals accordingly, which is eat and wear them. So, like, that's the whole fucking. I guess maybe it's only funny to me. This is fucking weird to, like, not have an audience. I like this. Like, hopefully you guys will, like, continue to listen to the shit that I'm doing here. And all of that fucking wonderful, wonderful shit. Uh, hey baby, do you know what that's what? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Uh, that was just random. I'm like looking at my notes and I don't know why that was there, but I figured I'd fucking sing it. But yeah, just to throw a reprise on the motherfucker. I was 20 when I helped elect Barack Obama, and you can do the math from there. I went for that both times. I'm not afraid to say that. And just kids need to shut the fuck up. Like, dumbass kids need to shut the fuck up. Like, there's other shit, man. There's other shit. You know what I mean? Like, deal with this shit as it comes. Like, you niggas out here crying. You niggas need to be doing push-ups, dead ass. You know, just shut up with the crying. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you're in your feelings and shit, but it's like, nigga, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Have a motherfucking drink. and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? And don't believe the hype. If you know anything, you know what I'm saying? Don't believe the motherfucking hype. Look around, you know what I'm saying? Like focus on what's really going down. And in the meantime, I'll be here to distract you whenever you get tired of that. Me and the entirety of entertainment. Uh, we'll be here to take care of you. So yeah, stop stealing all of our material, niggas. You know what I'm saying? You watch your TV shows and shit and your movies and have your drinks and fuck your bitches and all of that shit or your niggas or whatever you do. Get your dick and you know what I'm saying. Leave the entertaining to the entertainers, man. We'll be alright, B. You know what I'm saying? Crackers get elected to office every day, B. That's how it goes. I'm wilding for real, but that's pretty much how I do. I had this fantasy though, like what if liberals really, instead of just trying to sympathize with black people, they actually got treated like black people. Like I would love to see like just once, you know what I'm saying? Like some pop celebrity or like Taylor Swift or somebody. I don't know her political affiliation at all, but for example, I just want to see like Taylor Swift on TV with like Michael Che, you know, after the next hurricane, and just have Taylor just be like, "Yo, Donald Trump doesn't care about white people," when the when the hurricane hits Michigan, they get hurricanes up there. And when the Michigan hurricane happens, and Donald Trump refuses to give them aid. I just want to hear that from Taylor Swift. Donald Trump doesn't care about white people. You know what I mean? Oh my God, yo. Really, niggas is wildin' for real. Shit, I know what I'm missing, man. I meant to get me a glass of wine, for real. Like, that's what the fuck I meant to do. Like, I'm sitting here sober, trying to talk to people, and everybody knows that, I mean, this is basically counted as an excursion outside of my house. And everybody who knows me knows that I don't go out of my house without drinking alcohol. That's what I do. Like that is my main thing. There's a lot of words for it, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it what it is, and it's a problem. Oh yeah, hopefully you can hear that pour. I like that's like a way to judge wine. Oh man, did you hear the sound of that pour? It's absolutely excellent. But yeah, my mouth's sitting here fucked up. And I go from Donald Trump just into wine immediately. It seems like it goes hand in hand. Get yourself a drink, folks. Get yourselves a drink, dead ass. I'm out here eating wasabi chips. Shout out to all the vegan blogs that be promoting seaweed snacks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel fucking weird, you know what I'm saying, being on a plant-based diet, because it's like the more I do it, the more I'm actually disgusted, like by meat and shit. I'm not gonna sit there and preach to you. This is my goddamn opinion. Fucking this shit is like gross. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still delicious. Like occasionally, it's like fuck. I have to eat something. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna starve. Um, and I will say, I'm sorry, vegetarian God. Uh, but the day Donald Trump was elected, yeah, I ate like about a pound of shrimp and a pound of bacon, like at the same time, with cheese on top of that motherfucker. Because, uh, you know what I mean? What better way to just celebrate the Antichrist than than with different kinds of meats? I had my hog and my shellfish, or is it shrimp shellfish? I don't fucking know. Who knows? Ah, that's a slurp for the ages. That is a type of slurp. That's a type of slurp I was doing back in my early 20s. Mm-mm-mm. If you didn't hear the pour, you will hear the slurp. Oh my God, there's something seriously wrong with me. Well, you guys, that concludes our show. I think it was a good first episode, and I think the second one is going to be after this one. I think that's when I'm going to do the second one, definitely. You know what? I could do the second one, and I just never release it. You never know. It might jump to straight to the fifth episode. But I appreciate you guys listening this far. I really do. I think that that's really cool of you. My website is slamdunkjesus.com. Uh, I'm going to have this on multiple sites, but right now this is probably just going to be on YouTube. Hopefully by the time I do the second episode, I will be able to have this up on SoundCloud or Stitcher or something like that. But right now, stay with the YouTube channel or just go directly to slamdunkjesus.com. That way I can tell how many people actually care and all of that shit. If you want to see a show this Friday at World of Beer at 10 p.m. in Henderson, Nevada, I will be there hosting a show, putting up some minutes. My friend Trey Love, he will be there headlining the show. Very hilarious dude, comics been in the game for a minute. He knows all the dope shit and does all the dope shit, and you know what I mean, he's been on TV and you know what I mean, like actually on like TV and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, fucking Comic View and fucking real shows. You might have seen him at your college or something if you quit fucking crying. All right, y'all. So yeah, that concludes our show. My name is Randall Thompson, and I eat ass, nigga. Dead ass.